Jared Steele, you probably know him. Antler Buyer, Great Basin Antler Buyer. This is Braxton York with the YouTube channel Braxton York. And we're just going to talk to Jared a little bit about what he does, who he is, all that kind of stuff. So, how long me and you known each other now? 15 years, probably. I was a picker. I got into antler finding from a cousin. Had a bunch. Didn't know what to do with them. Got a hold of Jared, sold them to him, and we just became friends. And time goes by, and I'm driving truck, but I start buying some antler, and then I started Worldwide Antler Chews, and Jared buys all my antler, and so I get my antlers from Jared, and we just got here with a load. So that's that. But anyway, with Jared, I got some notes.
Do you remember the first place you even got a hold of me? Was it like on Instagram or something? Or do you remember?
Phone.
Just by phone?
Yeah, because my cousin Chad got me into antler hunting, and then I had so many, and I had them everywhere. And
I
Christine
think
was
he
like,
just texted me or something. I think.
and he's like, you can sell them. So I can't remember honestly.
Yeah.
But I know I got a hold of you. Then we went down to Henry's.
Is that the
then we
first
just-
place we went? Yeah, I couldn't remember that.
Remember, and it rained, and you just had your T-shirt on, and you come running back with like a handful
Oh,
of
yeah.
antler in the pouring rain. I got in his
That
truck.
that was a good hour
Gavin
ride.
and Chad were shocked when I got in his truck and started driving it. They're like, dude, I'm like, I can tell he's the type of guy ain't gonna care. He's in the rain, we might as well go find, but the road was so muddy, and I'm like,
And it started raining, and I got into a pocket where I just started finding them. So I was
Yeah.
just like, oh.
we got a million stories like that of different. The one funny one was when we were out and we found all them ones, and I had a 4-wheeler, and I built a rack to hold my dog's kennel. And I had that bucket. We're bombing up that hill. It's full of antler. We're bombing up that hill wheeling. Cause Jared's on the back. We got all the weight on the back. We stop, we bail, go antler hunting. I don't think we found a lot of that one.
No, we only found like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
on
Get
that
back. The strap's laid out. Bucket's gone. Antler's gone. I figured for sure somebody stole these.
We were
things.
first thought we were like, holy crap! Somebody just.
Jared's
stole our
like,
whole
what are
pile."
you gonna do?
Really?
I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So we go flying ass back down this road, and it's a shitty road. Like, you know,
We're thinking we're gonna catch these guys, and we're gonna.
we come up
beat
over
the shit out of them.
and start dropping off that steep hill, and there's the bucket and all the antlers just.
And
strung
it's
out
a
on
steep
the
hill.
road.
It's about like this. So when we were going up that hill, they just
Bounced off.
Yeah,
they
because we were
just
like,
fell off.
the front end kept coming up. I'm like, whoa, dude, like, I don't know if we're gonna make it.
So that whole time we were thinking, oh, somebody stole all our antlers. They were just laying in the middle of the road on that
That's
hill.
funny.
We were so relieved though,
Yeah,
because it was like, I don't know, probably 50, 60 pounds of antlers probably.
Out
Then-
of 4 or 5.
What?
You had 4 or 5.
Well, we found
No,
4
we
or
found
5 on the
4 or 5.
hike. And then when we came back,
like we
we're
never
"Ah."
noticed any of this when we left.
Because we were just in a hurry because it was at the end of the
Like,
day.
let's get out
We
and
wanted
go.
to hurry and get one more hike in.
Gotcha.
So we just hurried and just started walking. We didn't even look at the back of the 4-wheeler. We had our binos on already, so we just started hiking. When we got back to the 4-wheeler, like, where's all our antlers? Oh, let's go get those motherfuckers. Haul ass down the road, and all our antlers are just in the middle of the road right where we dropped them.
Another funny trip was me, you, Gavin. We go antler hunting. We stop at a ranch, and they're having. So this ranch does like city slicker stuff. So people come in and ride horses. And
Cowboy.
turn town. Well,
Try to be a cowboy for a day.
They're Brandon and D Nutton, and we stop, and it's like a party. And here comes the old man owner. He's got 30 pack under each arm. Granddaughter's like wasted. She's eyeballing, not me. Had to be
Everybody.
Gavin, not me. You were mainly Gavin, I think, is what I remember.
Oh, no,
Grandma,
she was-
we're about ready to be invited to steaks and beers. And Grandma catches on to Granddaughter, and she's like, there ain't enough for you boys. You gotta go. Just like that. As blunt as that, dude. It was like, no ring around the rosy with this old woman. She's like, you three get the hell out of here. So and it was hot, dude. Dusty.
Was
We
that
got-
after we freaking found the cow in the cattle guard?
Yeah, and okay,
Yeah.
so the beginning of this trip, we find mom and cow, all 4 right in the cattle guard. 2 calves on either side. So we drive back down. He comes up with the loader and lifts her up out of there. Yeah, Grandma didn't give a fuck. She's like, you guys got to go.
We just saved a
So
whole
we ended
cow,
up-
a whole cow. We still didn't get a steak out of it.
So we ended up back at the tents. There's a picture, and it looks like Jared's smoking a cigarette. But what it is he's got a white plastic spoon and some smoke from the fires rolling.
Uh-oh.
But we got the antler on the barbed wire fence, and I don't know, we were eating canned chili and shit back then.
Hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just whatever you can make real quick.
I watched was it Antler Trader last night he was telling me about? The one with EP.1.
We ran around with him. a
Oh, the
little
one
bit,
where
pretty
you
in it.
went out and found like all those elk sheds.
Levi
always-
had a ton on his.
I always liked
Oh,
Josh.
that
you know.
one.
I don't
The
know
day,
if he ended
what was
up
it,
listening to this, but
120 pounds or something? We weighed it, remember?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
walking like this.
I still have that video.
And you were like, oh, I would have died if you didn't
Well,
get me.
and I don't know if we had to, if this was private, like we couldn't cross or not, but remember there was that road. And I'm like, even if it's private and you get a ticket, I'll just pay the ticket. But you got to come up this road. So I went about a mile with them. But you can't, I couldn't
And I
straighten
drove.
my back. I was like bent over
Oh
the
yeah.
whole time. And if I tried to straighten, I'd just tip over.
Oh,
Because they get so wide too, right? They're sticking out the back so far.
yeah.
Yeah, I pulled around the road when I first seen him. He's like this.
There's got to be that video.
I mean, he could-
Oh, it's
Did you have
I
to
got
pass any up?
so the way that trip worked was we decided to go with Josh, but we didn't want him to take him somewhere we knew well, right? Just because that's the trait. Like once we get to know you better, so we kind of hit it. We knew there'd be antler there, but we didn't know
It'd be that good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so we kind of go and get up, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna double back. I'm in a burn, and I'm doubling back and meet Corbin. He's got one. And I'm like, he's like, where are you gonna go? I'm like, I'm gonna go back. He's like, I already went through there and found this one. Just barely right now. So I think they're in this burn. I'm like, I don't know. I just had a gut feeling. So I kind of turned and went higher than he came across and stopped and seen the first brown. Then a white. And I go to them. And then it's like a brown and a white and a white and a white and a brown. They're just everywhere. So I just leave my pack and I'm just running up this
Stack them.
hill, just grabbing his and bringing them back. And I ended up with 11 elk and 5 deer, I think, something like that number.
I was thinking you'd load your pack, walk.
There's
find
a
one,
small
take it
clip
all.
I have a picture of your pile after you set it on the ground and laid them all. I don't have a picture of that.
I have it on
think it was
my.
19.
I have it on this YouTube.
I think it was
it's one of the
19.
videos.
Because you had like 10 deer, I think,
Yeah,
antlers, and then
something
all
like
the
that.
elk, yeah.
I can't remember. That was.
But walking out with your pack so full, did you pass any up?
I don't know. My head was down.
Oh,
I couldn't.
At that
look.
point, he wasn't even looking anymore.
You're just looking at.
He's
the
like, all
ground.
right, I got to get out. Because he was.
I'm
after I
picking
drove-
spots like a log 20 yards away, and I get to that. Then I get to the rock.
Well, he's
And I get
packing
to
120 pounds of antlers, and
Yeah.
I'm
he
150
weighs
pounds.
150, so he's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
It's as much as I weigh. I got myself on my back in an awkward because they start getting bulky and hanging out, so it's like back heavy.
Right.
But
and some of them are, you know, decent sized, those
a lot
bigger
of fun
ones.
trips with Jared. Remember staying in your enclosed trailer, no heater. It's in April. Ice storm comes in, covers everything in ice, freezing cold. All we got is like wake up in the morning. It's like you don't even want to get out of your sleep bag. We got the cook stove, so we're trying to heat it somewhat to make.
Inside, yeah.
That's when we
That
met
was a cold
Slim.
night. It was like,
That's when
I
we
think it
met
was like
Slim.
5 degrees that night or something like that. It got super cold.
Went to this cowboy's house that worked out there, named Slim. Had steak, shotguns,
The worst steak you
drank
ever had in
a
your
bunch
life.
of beer,
Oh my gosh.
smoked a little weed, got all fucked
They
up,
didn't even notice that the steak was so bad because they were so freaking high. That's, dude.
and drunk. We drive all the way to town, to
It was
this
nasty.
town, and buy beer. And the lady working there, she's like, "Where are you guys going?" We're like, "Oh, we met this guy named Slim. He didn't buy enough beer." She knew him. He didn't buy enough beer.
Slim.
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't talked to him.
Dude,
ever
that
since.
guy was crazy. Who knows?
We slept at his house, and he had one rule because he had to leave. And he's like, just reset my trap line because he had mouse traps all along his cabin. And at night, you just laying there, it's like snap, snap. Like he'd catch 4 or 5 a night every
Really?
night. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he lived out in the middle. nowhere.
Yeah.
Sagebrush
He had all
around.
them damn dogs, and he just let his sprinkler go, nonstop.
Yeah.
So there's icicles all hanging in his tree and shit. He don't shut it off. He just lets her run.
And he's just a cowboy.
Yeah, he just ranch hands.
Just a ranch hand. He's not.
Them cowboys out there are pretty damn smart though, because me and Tyler encountered some in the fall one year, and they use words like prefla. There's a prefla. I'm looking at Tyler like, that's a mighty big word for this cowboy. He's like, we work for the honorable judge, whatever the heck. And I'm like, all right. They were some guys, huh? I drank way too much. Hadn't been drinking, but drank a bunch. Me and Tyler did. And I puked on the floor of the trailer while he partied with the dudes elk hunting on the other side of our camp. I'm in my cot, and I just remember I'm like, fuck it. Throw the bag open on the floor. And I had a towel. I can't remember why, but I just fucking
Put it over the top.
I went back to bed. Smelled like vomit. I'm sure Tyler got in there. Was like, oh,
Nice and sour.
Didn't he pull his piss guns out and start shooting that night too?
Who?
Slim.
Oh yeah, we shot guns
Yeah,
out
he
the
was
back
shooting-
deck
Just
and
shooting
shit.
out the back door. I mean, there's nothing around, so it didn't matter.
Shooting
But
22s, I think, weren't we?
yeah.
I remember.
Alright, yeah,
Cowboy
pistol
shit.
too.
Yeah, just lever action shit with some cans. It'd be a hell of a life, dude, to do it, honestly. But he did work. I mean, he was up early, and we said something about borrowing his horses. He's like, maybe my old lady, you ain't borrowing my horse. It's like, all right.
You ain't borrowing my horse.
But anyway, back to the interview. Shit. So when did you start buying antler? Like what year was it?
Oh man, I don't remember exactly because I started just part time,
Yeah, like part
buying from
time.
buddies and people I knew.
When
you
you
know,
were a
50
kid, like
pounds here.
18?
No, it was a little later than that, probably like 22 when I probably bought my very first antler.
What were you doing for work when you start buying antlers?
Construction, equipment operator, running a track though, laying pipe, water pipe.
Laying pipe.
Laying pipe.
I lay pipe for a living. Hell yeah. So what's a normal day in your life when you're home and when you're on the road buying? Like what's a day look like? Get up, brush your teeth, take a shit, and then
Get up, take a piss, start driving when I'm buying. Because I'm going.
Well, what about when you set up in a town to buy? How do you pick a town? Stuff like
So,
that. Is there a way? Like
I usually have a couple guys lined up, usually. That way I know I got at least a couple guys I'm going to buy from.
You're not wasting
Then I'll
your
set up, I'm not wasting my time. Which you're never really wasting your time. You're at least getting you're being seen at least.
Guaranteed some.
Yeah, but I'll usually have at least a couple guys I know I'll buy from, so I'll set up, tell them, hey, come here. I'll be set up here, and then they'll show up, and whoever else sees me there that day, you know, because people drive by, oh, there's an antler buyer, I'm gonna go grab my antlers, and they bring them.
you sit there mostly all day, like daylight to dark,
That's the best, yeah, because people go to work, they see you in the
and
morning,
then come back after.
they're like, oh, that buyer's there, I'm gonna see if he's still there after work. Go get their antlers after work. Come by. People call. You know, people that don't even shed hunt. They'll know people that shed hunt, so they'll see me.
Word to mouth is pretty important.
Oh yeah. And
Like
if you're sitting there,
reputation and
if
stuff.
somebody knows a shed hunter, they'll call their buddy. Hey, there's a shed antler buyer down here. Just letting you know. And word gets around. People show up. Shit. Sometimes it's nonstop, like all day, one after another. People.
You ever have people bring you like just trash white chocolate?
Everything. Yeah.
You don't buy like.
I buy everything.
Do you want to talk prices,
Huh?
or would you rather not talk prices?
care.
What's prices now?
Right now I'm paying, it depends because, you know, I'm buying from pickers, other buyers.
But just like a picker off the street, I got five brown, two white, and 3 browns.
Yeah.
What-
And it depends. If it's somebody I've bought from before, I usually pay them a little more. You know, I've bought from them every year, I'll pay them more, treat them better. If it's some guy I've never met, he's got one antler, I'll pay him just whatever the going rate is, you know, anywhere from 14 to 15 a pound is what I'm paying now. And if I'm buying from another buyer that's buying,
Yeah, because
couple
he's got to
thousand
make his
pounds.
money, so you got to
he's
pay
got to
him
make
more.
his money, and I'm going to make money too, but I'm going to make a smaller margin off the the other buyer I'm buying from. So I might only make 50 cents a pound off the buyer, but if I buy 5,000 pounds from them, I made a couple thousand.
Yeah.
And you're not sitting on the side of the road.
And I'm not sitting on the road for a week or 2 weeks to get to 5,000 pounds. So it's
So what about home time? What's a day like at home? What's like
just hanging out with family.
More antler work though. Stacking, unloading, sorting.
Unload the trailer. It takes, if I'm doing it by myself, which I've had to do plenty of times, 2 days to unload the whole trailer.
Because you're unloading and stacking and sorting as you go.
Yeah. So I'm unloading them, either putting them in totes like this or stacking them on pallets according to the grade, species.
Size and all that.
Some size, yeah, because some people, like even Levi, he likes the bigger stuff, so I'll put bigger stuff in the totes for him, put the smaller stuff off to the side.
Then you gotta spend days like today, you gotta bring the antler to me on some of them days. And then you say you're going back out buying now, huh?
Yeah,
Where are you
as soon as
going?
I leave here, I'm heading to Idaho.
Idaho again.
Yeah, I got another buyer up there waiting to sell. He told me 50 or 60 grand worth, so.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Nice. Heck yeah.
So, what's that, 500-600 pounds?
Oh,
5,000 pounds.
oh, 5.
Because it's going to be a mix, and if you take 5,000 pounds, an average is going to be close to 10 a pound, because if you got chalk, white, and brown,
Oh, yeah.
it's usually going to average close to about $10
Chalk
a pound.
has its own price. White has its
Yeah.
own price.
Chalk's-
And then every species, deer, oddball like caribou stuff.
What's chalk good for? Chew stuff?
Some
guys-
people make shoes out of it if it's not bad chalk,
Or no?
but I would say 75% of it goes to China. They make their medicinal stuff out of it.
They cut it with that other.
They mix it with ginseng and stuff and make pills out of it. Just a supplement, basically, or they make tea out of it. They make all sorts
Do you
of
ship
stuff.
the antler whole to China?
Yeah. Yeah, they like it whole.
Oh.
So what's something you've learned buying antler?
Shit, I don't know.
About
where you
just
start.
business. or-
Chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Something you didn't expect, like when you first got into it to what you do now, you would have never
Probably
thought.
how much work it actually is. I probably work 80 to 100 hours a week in the busy season. Easily. Because you're never
You're
not
always
working.
gone, and when you're home, you're unloading, stacking,
Yeah.
so you can get going again. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then you get time off in the slow.
Yeah, when it slows down, like July, August is the 2 slowest months because it's so hot. Nobody's shed hunting. Most people are on vacation.
Oh yeah.
They've already sold their antlers, for the year. 99% of people at least. So July, August is
Got
pretty
any
slow.
regrets? What's your biggest regret about antler buying or just antler business?
Probably just not starting earlier, honestly.
Not starting earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like full time.
Yeah.
Because
you did wait a while. Because when I met you, weren't full time
oh no,
buyer.
I bought full time, but I had a full time job for 5 years.
In fact, I think you went full time a year or two before I started my thing, right? Or was it
Yeah,
just
I
a year
can't
before?
remember.
Because I
Yeah.
started in 2017, so you were probably 2015 or 16. I bet.
But I basically bought full time and was working full time
Yeah.
for 5 years
Yeah.
until I actually just quit my job
Yep.
and went full time.
Was it pretty scary? Quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's scary.
because it's like there's not a huge profit margin in antlers, so you got to buy the volume to make the money.
Oddly, it's
Plus-
about volume,
Yeah.
even
Plus-
with its rarity.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, antlers are so expensive. You got to have a lot of money to buy antlers. So that's why I spent the first 5 years just buying and working, because I was saving all that money I was making. I just saved it until I had probably 30, 40 grand.
That's one thing we can explain to pickers, how the antler market works. So, you as a picker, you go out and you're going to spend your money, right? Your gas and supplies, but it's something fun to do, right? So you're going to find these antlers. Then you're going to sell them to Jared, and he's going to give you guys make the best price of all.
Oh, yeah.
I will pull my fucking tax books and shit out and show you. You make way more than everybody else. Jared makes his cut, right? I make my cut, and then the people I sell to make their cut, because I don't sell it because it's about volume. you gotta have a lot and sell a lot.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you
Especially
think
in
with
this
a
business.
with a finite product like Antler, only so much to go around.
Yeah.
That you would be able to make more money, but we don't because you guys get the bulk of it, right? They're getting that 14, 15 every pound. I'm ranging somewhere in the 3 to 4 a pound range.
Yeah.
That's the
And I'm not
difference.
even making that. By
And
the end of the
sometimes
year,
Jared's is 2 a pound.
but I'm buying the bulk, the
Yeah.
volume, and making the smaller margin. Where he's
'Cause you-
selling to retail and making
Yeah.
a little more.
I might do,
But
On
he's
a
not
good
buying
year-
as much as I am.
on a good year, I'll do 60 to 70,000 pounds of Antler. Jared will do 160, 70, 200,000 pounds of Antler.
Yeah.
But do you have?
But I'm only making, by the time I pay for fuel, hotels, food on the road, all that, I'm only making, if I'm lucky, a little over 50 cents a pound.
Did you? Do you not have to deal with the headache like maybe some headaches that Levi deals with?
Yeah, he don't deal with what but I don't.
Yeah,
deal
it's
with what he
different.
does.
There's different headaches. Yeah, it's all different. He's
My
selling to the-
drive's 20 feet. I walk out here. His drive is 2,000 miles. That
Yeah.
sucks, dude. Driving like that. And then you got a hotel living, fast food restaurant.
for days on end. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be rough.
So when
I
guys
do.
start thinking their antler's worth gold, it's like to a point. We're not dealing with the commodity like gas and
It's not a necessity.
no.
If
You
you were
have
to,
guys thinking like, oh, look at this 378.
And you
It
can
should be
sell
worth
those.
more.
You can.
well, and those are,
personally-
but
some
then
of
you
them
have
are,
guys
yeah.
that have like just an average set. And they're like, isn't this worth more?
No,
It's like, no,
now, bro.
I buy thousands of those, and they're already worth.
They might think they're special, but
Yeah, but they're
to
just.
you guys, you see everything.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing special. I mean, they're. Don't get me wrong.
It's all
They're all cool,
Yeah.
but they're not really worth more than by the pound unless they're either super unique or a trophy size. Because when it comes down to it, they're only worth what somebody's willing to pay.
Yeah.
He's only willing to pay so much to sell them and make dog shoes. I'm
The-
only willing to
the end
pay so much.
consumer, which would be, and this is something else guys might want to think about. The end consumer, which would be not a guy like you. You're not going to buy an antler for your dog. How would I approach this?
People
Like
live
a
in the
more
cities.
liberal minded
People that live in the cities are
is going
buying
to buy
more
that
than
product,
anybody.
and if they don't buy that product ain't worth shit.
Yeah.
Not to me, not to any you, not to you. Now all of a sudden it is yard decor.
And right now,
And if you push that price high enough, like we did a couple years ago, a bunch of retards, you start bouncing off that price of what people will no longer pay.
Yeah.
And then it's got to come back down to earth to make it worthwhile.
and that's what happened. The price got so high where the actual retailers, so like whether it's Petco, Walmart, whatever, all these retailers that sold antlers, they were telling the distributors they're too much. We're not going to buy them no more because they got so high in price. They said, well, we're just not going to put them on the shelf.
And I had to
anymore.
cut my prices down,
They
you
weren't
know.
as much.
Well, yeah.
Well, I
people
had to
weren't
cut
buying them
my-
as much, so people weren't buying them off the shelf. So the retailers noticed.
Mhm.
So they're like, well, we're not going to put them on the shelf anymore, right? Because there's that shelf space, and if they're not selling, they're going to give that shelf space to somebody else.
So, what's some of your other hobbies? Like, what do you do for fun? I know you don't antler hunt anymore because you ain't been in years. So don't even
I
say
think
that.
I went once this year. Actually.
Did ya?
One day. Oh yeah, with my brother, I found one chalk deer antler. It was like, it's good. That was my shed hunt for this year.
Nice.
But it's just so hard to go. In
It
this
was a
business.
tough year.
Even if you could go, did it kind of lose its like?
It never does.
Not
for
really,
me.
no. Because I kind of just, it's different buying them because there's no sentimental value or,
No.
it's just a job. But when you're out looking for them, it's fun. You never know what you're going to find, so you're just like, oh.
I'll
what's-
push myself way more for sheds than I would hunting even. Like I'll go to other extremes of whether it be weather or distance, spending nights on the mountain, whatever it is,
Life-threatening situation.
Life threatening. I got stories.
Getting
We can-
lost.
Getting lost, having to stay the night under a tree.
These stories will come in other videos. So keep watching the videos if you like it, because I got stories. We got stories. Some ain't gonna get told on YouTube. I can promise you that.
I will say there's been multiple times where I've got out of the side by side and said, "You can go."
Gavin
but
got out
I
once.
ain't going.
I relinquished control once. Like, I don't think I should be driving anymore, fellers.
Yeah, when we launched over a cattle guard, and I'm like, all right, get out, I'm driving.
Oh, the Arizona Strip was probably the worst.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't have time to get out that time.
We're all lucky to be alive, actually, right here, sitting here.
So we're kind of giving not full stories, but snippets, right? So put in the comment if you hear something, a story you want to actually hear the full version of. And some of them I might not. I'll have to think about telling on camera.
But they might just come out anyways. You might not
Accidentally.
have a choice.
You can tame it down though.
Yeah.
I will say the Arizona Strip story. I was pulling glass out of my ass crack for like a year.
I think there's still, from time to time, 7 years later, still glass in the side by side that sneaks its way out somewhere. All of a sudden, you'll just find a nugget of glass on the floor, like, fuck.
Yeah. I remember that day.
Scott's in the lawn chair. I'm not
Oh
telling
my gosh.
anymore.
Why didn't? Yeah.
We're not gonna tell anymore. If you
better
want to
not
hear
video
this
that
story,
one.
put a comment and say we want to hear the Arizona Strip story. We'll tell it. It's good times. How's the market changed since like very beginning to now? Which I'm sure it's changed a lot.
Oh yeah, it's changed
Obvious
a lot.
ways,
Mainly,
like price, but what other things?
yeah, mainly the dog chew market pushed it up. Because when I first started buying, I think a brown elk guy's paying like, I think it was $9 a pound.
No,
And deer was actually a little more. I think it was like 10.
no.
But it kind of switched because just people like the elk more for dog chews. So deer and antlers prices kind of stayed the same, and the elk prices just kept going up.
Well, yeah, because I was buying in.
Yeah, when were you traveling? What year was that? Do you remember? Because there's just the 1 year you.
What
came
year
in.
were you born? 2010.
Mhm.
So 2015, because Jackson went with me quite a bit. Because I got some antler buying stories too.
You remember? Even remember that really?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Very vaguely.
You remember the old people that run the ranch in Montana? The real nice older couple.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from them in a long time.
I still got their number. Who knows? They might not be alive.
Yeah, they were pretty old.
They were older, but anyway, can't remember where I was going with that.
Were you traveling? You were going a lot like Arizona and stuff, weren't you? Back then.
No, I was mainly sticking around Nevada, Montana, Idaho. I did hit Arizona a couple times,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't buy for that long on
That was when
like
the,
you
the
did.
buyer down there
Yeah,
was sending you pictures, like trying to say, "Look what I bought."
yeah. After the fact, yeah. No, what he said was, "You ready to do some real business?" And I said, "Yeah, bring them." All right, I got a kid in college. I'm coming up to Utah. I said, "Bring him with you. I'll buy him." And he never showed up.
Oh, really? People,
Yeah.
Are they trying to like?
Oh, dude, the stuff
Just-
people will do in the antler, it's so weird. Like, they'll come to me. What's your price? I had this exact scenario in Salmon, Idaho. What's your price? I tell him my price. I think it was 12 for brown back then. And he's like, oh, I get better. Or no, he goes, all right, let me think about it. And he leaves, he comes back. He's like, oh, I can get better than that. I'm like, yeah, because I'm right here offering you 12. If you call a guy in another state that's 700 miles away and tell him there's a guy offering 12, what can he do? He's going to tell you 13 because he's not there. So then you're going to wait thinking this guy, and by the time, if he ever gets to you, oh yeah, it changed by now. So
And
your best thing is grading, not
Yeah.
the price. The price ain't the most important, I promise you. You think it is, it's not. How are you being graded? What are you getting paid per price of antler that you're selling?
Yeah, grades everything. And I
Grades
learned
all.
that when I was a picker.
Making
That's-
sure, paying attention. It's your antler. So if some douche is hurrying you, dude, this is my antler. Let's slow her down.
Throwing your browns in the white piles.
Yeah, let's
They're
slow her down.
Little
And if you
faded
don't
or
like
not
the deal,
dark, right?
and if you don't like the deal,
don't take it.
don't do the deal. It's your antler. You don't have to sell them to these guys. If you start feeling uneasy, just be like, I think I'm gonna wait.
When this
What's
scenario happens?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think guys do it often enough. I think they sell to a picker because
Oh, I mean the buyer's side.
I don't know. You know, I was accused of one time. I bought some antler out of a dude in Wyoming, and when we were talking, I told him about this website where you can sell like big singles on Facebook, like a Facebook page. And he's like, oh, that's cool. Well, we talk. Then he goes, gets his antler, brings it, and I buy it. Well, I'm only down the road in a hotel that night when I get a text from this dude saying, boy, you sure did swindle me. I got on that tight, and you're right, man. I could get $60, $70. I'm like, I told you that, and then you sold me the antler, bro. I'm just at the hotel. Come get your antler. I'll give it back to you. Not here to rob you. And he didn't.
He's like, yeah, and there's a,
He just
yeah,
wanted
you
to
can
bitch.
sell them more online and stuff, but
You're gonna put in the time.
You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
spend days, if not weeks, to sell the same amount of antlers you sold to him
Waiting
for.
to sell it. Then you got to.
So what's your time worth? Yeah, you could
Yeah.
sell every antler individually on eBay or
Yeah.
something, but is it gonna be worth the time you put into it?
And you're gonna sell them
No, not usually.
sporadically.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sell an antler here, and then
Yeah.
maybe a week or a month or 6 months it might be before you sell the next one. Where
Yeah, that
and
guy-
dealing with people,
Yeah.
negotiating with
Yeah. And you have to ship antlers. Oh, this guy's gonna pay me $50 more for this one antler. Yeah, but you gotta ship it, you gotta package it.
which is a big.
So you made $50, but you spent half a day to do that. Did you really? Was it worth it?
Well, and what
You know?
like this is the other thing, like with the picker, right? He's got his antler. It didn't cost him a lot, just gas and time, and that's all fun. We buy it, and now we're holding all, like, this antler is all money, and I got to get rid of it fairly quickly. I can't sit around on it,
No, it's too much
you know
money
what I
sitting
mean?
there.
Because now I don't have money.
You gotta fund your next trip type deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you get so much money in this business, and now it's all gone to the you know, to the tune of I'm not going to pay Jared the full amount right now because I don't have the full amount. Or I could, but then what would I pay my bills with? What would I pay
right.
Tyler with? What would I pay anybody with? So I got to keep a reserve, right? So now I got to wait for my invoice. So I got an order. Invoice will probably be paid next week, and then I can give Jared the other half.
Would you say most pickers are out with the intentions of only making money?
There's quite a few.
I think there's a fair amount.
Especially once it hit like $12 a pound and started going up higher. There's a lot more people that
Would
got
I-
into it for the money.
Would I really do it like I do if there wasn't value in them? Probably not. But it's not that big of a value. Like the amount of antler I found this year, which I'm down probably 50% of what I should have found. But I think I found $1,200 or $1,300 worth.
Is that because you're not going, or is that weird
Winter was
weather?
kind of weird, and you just can't find that many really. There's a
No.
lot of people doing it. Even to find the amount I found, I think I found, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds, whatever the math comes to make it $1,300. But if there was no value at all, would I still go do it? Yeah, and I would only pick up and keep what I truly wanted to keep, and the rest would get left. Oh yeah, there's one. But I'd keep searching for that big one or the unique one and pass. I'd be okay, right? But that's my thought on antler hunting. That yes, you eat cake not because it's healthy, but because it's good. But what if it was healthy, and it also tasted good to you? Are you eating it for the health benefit or the taste? Well, both.
Yeah.
I'm glad it tastes good. Pick me a winner, young Jackson. He's picking his nose behind camera. He's supposed to be like fucking IT guy. He's back there.
Yeah, you're an IT guy.
Eyes all rolled back.
You get up early this morning or what?
Yeah, I made him get up. He's gonna start working for me.
Full time?
Yeah, well, as full time as we do. For now.
Yeah.
I thought you already worked.
He
I
does.
did, but it wasn't like
Spotty.
real paying, you know?
It was real paying, bud.
Oh.
It was green money.
Right.
You bought
I mean,
stuff
it's
with
money,
it.
but it's not like actual job level, you know? It's like $200 a week or $100 every 2 weeks if I have work throughout those 2 weeks, you
Yeah.
know?
Sounds to me like he's complaining.
I'm not complaining.
Just-
Already.
He ain't even started yet, and he's complaining.
They-
Today's day
He
one.
did 1 hour of training yesterday, and he's gonna do hours today, and he's already. Goddamn. What's one of your scariest moments when you've been out buying on the road?
It was 2 years ago, a guy so the roads are icy. I'm in Montana, right? And it's a 2-lane highway, one lane each way. And the roads they're ice. And I'm going, 50 or whatever, fast enough that I felt comfortable. Another guy coming this way, he gets so close to me, his side of his truck ripped my driver mirror off, my brand new F350. And, you know, my trailer's wider than my truck. How he missed my trailer, no clue. And so, yeah, that was scary. Talk about, I mean, you know, he's going 50, I'm going 50. Imagine just that mirror just getting ripped off my truck. And
I had that happen when I was trucking down Page, Arizona. A guy hit me with another semi. I thought he was gonna hit me head on, but he took the mirror, hit the reefer unit. Cop stopped him at the port in Kanab. He's like, "Oh, I didn't think we hit." I'm like, "There's no way you couldn't have heard or felt, seen what the heck just happened."
the other time in Idaho, same thing. The roads were just, well, at the time driving, the roads weren't even bad, but I must have hit black ice, come over this little hill, and I'm only going 40 or 45. It's, you know, usually a 60-mile highway, and I get up over the hill and I just hit black ice like nothing, you know. And my trailer comes flipping around.
Yeah.
And I did a complete 360 right in the middle of the highway, and just
With the trailer?
with the trailer, and just,
That's crazy.
I mean,
Tyler's got a story.
literally nothing you could do, you know. And I just tried to
Ride it out?
ride it out, and luckily it just flipped just right. I slid right to the edge of the road where there's a little bit of traction, just stopped, and I was like, oh.
Holy hell.
I mean, I was lucky nobody was coming from the other direction, because my trailer, I mean, it swung right in the other lane. Because it just did a complete 360.
Yeah. What about with buyers? You had any like sketchy,
Buyers?
I never did
No.
either.
or sorry, sellers.
Pickers or buyers,
I meant
sellers?
sellers.
No.
I got kicked out of towns. I had one guy in Wyoming call and basically threaten that if I showed up, and I'm like, well, here's the deal, dude. I got my 5-year-old son, so if you show up, yeah, there's gonna be an
The
issue.
same one I know.
Probably.
Yeah.
I showed up. He never did, but he sent DNR down because they were snooping the parking lot that I was sitting in. Tried to get me kicked out, but I'd already got permission from the grocery store to sit there, so they couldn't kick me out. I wasn't doing anything illegal, essentially.
No.
But I have been kicked out of places for not, like one time, Fallon, Nevada, get kicked out of town by the cop because the DA didn't like it. I was right across from the courthouse there, and I'm like, what? Why can't I do what I'm doing? You need a business license. I'm like, I have one for you, though. I'm like, I'm giving money to your community.
Yeah, you're not selling anything.
I'm not selling. I'm buying stuff.
You're offering to buy stuff.
And there comes a point where it's like, yeah, I'll leave. But these two dudes rolled up like right after, and they're like, follow us to our house, dude. We'll call our buddies. So I got a good pile out of Fallon, even though I got kicked out. Because I bought a few, then they kicked me out. I drove down to this dude's house and kicked it with him and his crew for a couple
That's
hours.
one thing I've never
Never been kicked out.
of a town.
I got kicked out of Butte, Montana,
I've
Fallon,
did
Nevada, Delta, Utah. I think that's it. 3 different times I've been asked to leave.
That's just the different personalities, I believe.
Probably.
I could see that.
Probably.
My brother had bad luck with that too.
Aaron?
I've only actually, one time I'm pretty sure it's the same guy you were just talking about. One of his buyers, I was in their town, right? Buying
Their
antlers.
town, that's the problem.
They
Their
think
town.
if they lived in that area, they
Montana.
kind of have the rights to all the people's antlers that live in that area.
If you're a
So
good buyer,
you
they ain't
should-
gonna sell to me anyway.
You show up, but they're not happy, you know.
And if you're a good buyer, then they will sell to you, even if I show up. That's how I look at it.
So I got permission to set up at the Ace Hardware there. You know, went and asked the manager, hey, can I set up here? I'm buying antlers. Sure, go ahead. Next thing I know, I was probably there an hour, and next thing I know, the manager comes out. He's like, hey, you're gonna have to go. Why's that? We just got some complaints you were here, and I was like, complaints? Why? I'm just buying antlers. Why would anybody complain about buying antlers?
Yeah.
Then, come to find out, the buyer that lived in that area is the one that complained about me.
That's what happened in Butte with
The
me.
lady showed up, and he showed up, and I actually, because as I was leaving, I seen her over there. I drove up next to her and said, "Oh, so you got me kicked out, huh?" She's like, "Well, yeah, it wasn't me." I'm like, you're right here. Don't tell me it wasn't you. Come on. I'm like, you know, I'm only here for the day, buying it. From
Yeah,
the few people
I'll
that
be
got a
gone
hold of me
tomorrow.
in that, I'm like, you know, you can either leave me alone, let me buy antlers the 1 or 2 days I'm in your town, right? Or I'll just hire somebody that lives here to buy the
Buy 'em.
antlers for me.
And they'll be your.
And they'll be here year round
Every
buying
day.
antlers for me. You're gonna lose a lot more antlers. I'm like, take your pick. You can either quit messing with me, or I'll just hire somebody in the area.
You
to
can
buy
deal
it
with
for
me for 1 or 2 days, and you can deal with somebody else for every day.
And she was at that point. She was kind of like, oh.
Good point.
Yeah.
And she just kept admitting, saying it wasn't her. But the
Remember
funny
that-
thing is, a couple years later, her husband actually came to me and apologized.
That's
said,
good,
hey,
though.
I'm really sorry.
I heard from that one kid out of Montana. Remember that kid we gave money to, and he gave
Oh,
the
yeah.
money back, not the antler. I actually heard from him. It's probably been a year,
All
but
right.
he apologized, and so that's pretty cool. But remember that time down in Arizona when we were buying together? We went together, and that dude like rolls in, goes one parking lot down. Remember, and parks and set up.
Oh yeah.
I went down
What
and talked to
town
him.
was that in?
Eager.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Was
Actually,
that
he
was
ended
that
up being
Kevin
a cool
guy?
dude. Yeah, he ended up being kind of a cool dude.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
I've talked to him since.
Yeah.
I was down in Flagstaff and a buyer showed up. What the heck was his name? I can't remember. Big dude. Had a whole truck bed full. Come bouncing into the parking lot I was sitting in. He
I've
seemed
got,
like a
I've got a
decent-
funny story about buying. I'll have to tell sometime.
Yeah. We'll do a podcast of funny stories. So, yeah, we're going to wrap it up, I guess. That's about it then.
I just have a couple questions.
Yeah,
I don't
go
wanna
ahead.
Interrupt you guys.
Yeah.
Back to the story of you spinning out in Idaho.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell your version.
Well, it was a different scenario, but when we first started, and me and Levi just go to your house to pick up a truck bed of antlers,
Yeah.
right? I can't remember where. After you go through the two little mountains, like through that little pass, and you come around, and there's kind of a bend, and the road's real wide.
Yeah.
Well, it's icy. I don't know what got into Levi.
I can't remember. Did I lose it or did I purposely do it?
Oh,
I can't-
I think you
I
purposely
think I gassed
did
it a little bit and spun us around.
Well, we're
He
going.
gassed it thinking, oh, I'm going to show off here.
Yeah.
And he ended up spinning out.
He was planning on, just doing a couple donuts. Dude, he punches it. We start spinning. Next thing we know, we're off the road down like in the bar ditch.
Backwards.
Oh my God.
It's like, oh.
With the antlers?
No, we hadn't got
no,
them
no,
yet.
Yeah,
we
we
were
got
in.
the antler yet.
That'd
Luckily.
been-
But it was right by your house where that guy's got that funky house. It's a garage. It's a garage on the bottom, a house on top, on that Lone Prairie where they put all the solar panels now.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was right along that stretch.
Oh.
So, yeah, you're not the only one that spun out on the road.
And that's-
you did it on accident. Levi did it on purpose. For,
And that's not the only time.
No.
We lost a trailer one time.
There's been many
We
stories.
slid the side by side against the wall of the trailer so tight one time I had to put it on jacks and slide it because it come bailing around this dirt road corner.
That was a long ride home.
That was long ways.
Long silent.
I thought we were gonna run out of gas is what it was.
Oh, yeah.
We made
almost
Tyler
ran
go
out of
ask
gas.
us.
Ran
Oh, we
gas
ran
down.
out of gas numerous times.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh yeah. I'm famous for it, dude.
Oh, yeah. I've had to.
Knock
now-
on-
Aaron had to come save you the one time.
when we were stuck at 2 a.m, you come free to pull us out.
Now he drives a 4Runner that don't have a gas gauge. That's
But I always carry
he
gas.
Can't run out. He can't not run out of gas with a gas gauge. Now he's driving something without a gas gauge.
I almost ran out coming back from Williamson Gorge. I was gonna get him, and I just kept going till we're in Salt Lake and ended up having to go to the Love's on Redwood. Dude, there was a dude there, cracked out of his head. It's 105. He's got a parka. He's got a little stubby smoke, and he drops it. And he's literally down on the ground looking for this thing for a minute or two. And he finally finds it and he comes back up, and I'm watching this guy like, Jesus, I'm in the wrong freaking gas station. I gotta get out of here.
That's funny.
And then the other one, full transparency. I've thought about robbing you. You got a trailer full of antlers.
He's got a truck full of money.
You ever worry
I
about
always
getting
pack.
robbed?
Yeah. I always pack
Huh?
a gun.
You ever worry about getting robbed when you're out?
No. Most guys are probably good dudes, you know. It's the.
Well, I'm a good dude, but I mean,
Yeah, but you ain't gonna really.
I ain't really gonna rob you,
a lot of
but-
shit.
It's a thought.
Like me, if I ever see that, one guy out in the woods, dude, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fold him up like a
we know.
like a 4th grade love
Either
letter.
that or get his autograph and a free
There was
hat.
a dude. We know who it is, but I ain't gonna name. But I'm just talking shit, not true stuff. But I'm like, dude, that guy in particular, I'd fold his ass up if I ever seen him. Dude, 3 days later, me and Jackson run into him.
You didn't do shit.
Got an autograph and a free hat.
Autograph and free hat. No, I might mention that guy's
I'll
name one
talk.
day. Not today though, just in case. I'd have to talk to him. He seems like a decent enough guy, really though.
Which one? Don't say his name, but
I found the deer shed when I told you about it, and then you went and bought from him. Jared's mind's on some
Alright.
stuff to tell. Alright,
Gotta
we're
load
done.
her up.
Have a nice day.